Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're all having a lovely and wonderful day. It's your boy Freeze and we're out here. And today I'm just gonna literally do a video streaming my consciousness, the way it comes out of my head through my lips. I'm gonna try not to edit this as well. It's been a long time since I've done a video where it's not been heavily edited. You know, I actually used to always do videos where I'd just sit outside and talk to you guys. And it's funny, like I watched some back like maybe a couple of months ago. I was like, wow, I really used to do this. I used to just sit here and just not edit anything. I used to just talk. So why don't we do one of them again today? I've been thinking a lot lately, guys, because I've had a lot of time to think. There's been a lot of delays in the business right now, which has really screwed up my time frame, and it's meant that I've had these big blocks of time of which stuff that was supposed to be happening with Gymsteez has not got anything in the time frame. And I've just been, I guess it's been a coupling of overthinking and then also being upset about all these delays in the business right now, and it's been messing with my head a lot. And I know I'm not the only one kind of struggling at the moment in the world, and it's okay to struggle, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking about doing this video, and then I was thinking, no, just keep vibes positive. Like, not that this is a negative vibe at all, and again, there's nothing wrong with negative. I feel like a lot of what's in the world right now contributes to a lot of problems is toxic positivity, which is just everyone always pretending like everything's okay and like always pumped, and like you only see everyone when they're really pumped, you know what I mean? And you know, that does a lot of damage to people, including myself. Like I get that, you know, a lot. Yeah, this video could be a long one, but I haven't really spoke about my mental health lately. You guys have probably known just from following me that I do have mental health issues pretty big time, you know, like I'm someone who goes through massive bouts of depression. Bipolar is like the story of my fucking life. If I'm feeling good and really good about something, like I gotta come down and feel really, really fucking bad about something as well. Like, and it can be within a matter of hours. Like it's unbelievable. And I don't think I've ever said that on the channel, and it feels really nice to say, because I've bottled up the way I am, or at least talking about it. Maybe you guys have seen it, because I'm one of the more open and honest people on the platform of social media that actually like shows when things aren't going that good for me. And while that's cool, I think that's pretty cool, but I can see why people don't. But also, like, yeah, you guys have seen, like, I've been through some big downs in my life, and I'm glad that I've been able to share a lot of that, you know. I think, like I was saying, this idea of toxic positivity, I feel like it's not good for people, you know. People all that's doing is making someone say, fuck, is there something wrong with me for not being pumped and happy as fuck all the time? Because I don't know, that's how I feel when I see everyone seems to be like all good. So shout out to everyone who talks about not being all good and stuff, you know. This has been a difficult year for a lot of people. For myself, I'm not gonna cry and act like it's been like so difficult, like I've lost my job or anything like this. For me, my year's been, it started off like as soon as COVID hit, I was fucked. I was financially very, very, very fucked at the start of this year. And Gymsteez was not in a place to be financially fucked, and pretty much lost all cash flow in the business. Didn't have money to do any orders or anything like that. You know, then the lockdowns happened, and I didn't have hardly any online clients as well. And that's just when me and Montez just were like, we teed up and we're like, we're gonna train every day, no matter what. And we're just gonna get our bodies ready. We don't know what it might be for. Well, you know, for me, obviously it helps for me to be in shape. Like, it helps what I do, you know, my online coaching. Shout out to my clients, which I've got at the moment. We're just like, you know, we're gonna get fucking ready for life, man. Like, no matter what happens. And I was very fortunate that I got back in shape. You know, well, not fortunate. I worked fucking hard. Me and Montez worked fucking hard every single day. Once I got back in shape, you know, I picked up some clients, and I was in a position, I've got my online platform. So at least if I'm working hard, you know, I've got something which I can I can capitalize on, you know what I mean? For a lot of people this year, they haven't had that, and there's so much disparity I feel in the world right now. This has been a year of some people have like literally lost everything. Their careers completely ended, their incomes which they're used to completely fucked. And then for some people, it's like they've doubled their businesses and they're doing way better than they've ever done before, just because they've had like the systems in place of all this online infrastructure, whether that's, you know, whatever business that is, but they've like killed it, you know what I mean? And I just feel like there's, like, I know people, yeah, who own like food businesses and stuff like that, and supplement stuff like that, and not fully supplements, I guess, but more like food products. And as soon as COVID hit, they were like, their business like doubled and stuff. And then I was talking to people who I knew as well, and they were like worked in the airline industry, and their jobs like completely gone. And it's just funny, like, and talking to each person, you know, this guy's like, fuck, everyone's fucked, you know, and then talking to this guy, he's like, fuck, nothing's wrong, is it? Like, are people even struggling? Like, I haven't noticed it, because people are just, we're in our own bubbles, you know, guys. But obviously, I think here's the thing at the moment, is what is your bubble right now, you know? And for a lot of us, social media is our bubble, who we follow and all this kind of stuff. And I feel like social media has been a real interesting one this year. It's like there's this massive disparity between people who follow people and the people that are big and, you know, make money off social media. And I just feel like this strange thing, like, this is nothing new, but I feel like there's so many big like influencers, or don't even get me started with the word influencer. The word influencer, guys, is the worst word. I don't know if anyone else cringes at the word influencer, but I fucking cringe at the word influencer. I just can't, like, if someone comes up to me and says, are you an influencer? I'm just like, no, don't ever use that term, but it's the common term. But hey, we don't want to digress. So I just feel like there's a lot of manipulation, and I feel like I just feel like social media and is all just like, it's like money. It's like a big just money thing. Like, people pretend to give a shit about people, but it's just so that they can like buy this product. Oh, I care about you. Here's this product. So here's this product, which is gonna make your life better. And like, I don't know. I just feel like people are struggling right now, but like they're looking up to people who don't give a shit about them. And I feel like there's a lot of that in the world right now. And I feel like we as a culture make people popular who don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? And then yet people who actually would really care and want to help us, we know someone like that in our close circles, yet we won't go pay them for something, or like for a service that they offer. Yet we'll want to give our money to some dumb cunt who's done like a Fashion Nova collab or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, but you won't go buy a friend's t-shirt brand. Like, I feel like there's this big distances. Yeah, like what we're seeing is like we're seeing like the best of people's lives and stuff, and it's almost like it's like a dream world. It's not reality yet, where we idolize these people and just get obsessed. I actually just wrote down like a little bit of a list yesterday. I was having a really hard day yesterday, guys. And you guys might think that like, yo, it's Freeze, he is online and he's been killing lately, and yeah, I've been doing really good in terms of my my training, and in terms of like putting out like more content and being a bit more pumped about life and gym season. I'm all really excited for that, and all these delays have actually mentally fucked me a lot and financially fucked me a lot. So I've been trying to deal with that, but for the most part, like, yeah, I'm in good shape. Yeah, I've got a nice place that me and Jem live, but I've been going through some hard times these last couple of weeks, I'm just gonna say it. And I sat down yesterday with a pen and a paper, because I had some stuff to do, and I was like, you know what, I couldn't even bring myself to do like the stuff that I'm usually excited about. And I just literally, I dropped Gemma off at work, and I sat in the car while it was raining for like 40 minutes, just sitting there, just supposed to go train, and because I knew that training would make me feel a little bit better. And then I went and sat down and got a pen and paper out, and I just wrote down some of my thoughts. And I've just got this random sheet here with random thoughts on it. And I was just thinking about so many different things, you know what I mean? So many different things. I just got this crazy like sheet with stuff written down here. I don't even know how, like there's just thoughts on a piece of paper. Some problems. I think here's some big problems with people at the moment, including myself. I know I fall into this. Distraction, getting distracted. Distraction is a huge problem, I feel, for anyone trying to reach their goals at the moment. I feel like for some reason we're all addicted to, well, not for some reason, but we're all addicted to things like social media. We're all addicted to things like bad food and stuff that's just so quick and available. We're all so addicted to, we have to watch something new on Netflix each night, or like we can't just lie in bed and read a book and you know, have a night like that. We're just addicted to distraction. What distracts us from, you know, feeling how we feel in the moment now. And like TikTok's a big one for that. I know a lot of people have problems on TikTok where they just get sucked in for hours on TikTok, because it's just like you get something, hey, my life's boring here on the couch, what could I do? I could go to the gym now, like open up TikTok or something, and it's just like, funny. Like, because there's actually good, funny, insanely crack up content on that platform, you know, and it's so quick and easy to consume. And then, you know, but I feel like it's the story of our lives. Like we're all just like, okay, and then what after that? I'll maybe go on YouTube, watch some YouTube vids, which is a little bit better than TikTok. I feel like you can get more real-time value from YouTube vids. But I just feel like, yeah, I don't know, there's just a lot of distraction at the moment, and we're being primed to be distracted, and that makes me even now think about a more deep topic of like the issues in the world. You know what I mean? Like, what are the main issues in the world? It's what the media puts in front of us. It's what, you know, conglomerates of, you know, the richest people in the world who own all the media channels. Yet we think, oh, media is good for the people. It's like for the people, owned by the people. It's like some of the richest people in the world. Like, okay, what are we gonna? Here's 1,000 stories. You know, what can we push a narrative of? Like, what should we show the most? Let's show this. Oh yeah, all this. Yeah, let's make this the big topic of conversation that the world gives a shit about for like a minute. Well, all this shit's happening over here, and that's what's so crazy with the world. There's always so much shit happening, you know what I mean? But we only get, it's whatever gets put in front of us that we care about. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to be COVID-19 this year. It could be anything. Like, whatever is everywhere and talked about everywhere is what's we're gonna care about and talk about and think about. And you know, there's just distraction on all forms. So that's why I feel like it's so important to step back if you can and just say, okay, what means the most to me? What do I want from my life? And that's something else. I feel like, I think I wrote that down here too. Oh yeah, I did too. Look at this. An observation that I've made. It's almost like we've forgotten to think anymore. We've forgotten to think for ourselves. You know, we don't know what we want. It's like, we have to see what that person has or what that person's got or what that person does. And that looks cool, and we have to model off that. But we never think for ourselves what we want. It's like, oh, that guy's doing that looks cool, let's do that. That guy's bought this for their house, let's buy that. But we never think, what do we want? What would we like to have in our house over there? You know what I'm saying? Or we never think like the type of life that we want to live. And you know, social media is definitely like a crazy thing to blame for this. We're just so used to like monkey see, monkey do. But I really feel like it's affected us deeper to the point where we've forgotten to think for ourselves. And it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. It's like, just because you see someone making money this way, so you're like, oh well, fuck, I need to make money that way. Like, I want to, you know. Why don't you stop and think, hey, how can I actually make some money in a way that I want to do it, not what looks the most popular or like looks like these people have become the most successful in. You know what I'm saying? We're just always looking around at others. We're not going into ourselves as much as I think we could. Another problem that I've listed is ticking the boxes. I feel like a lot of us just going through life at the moment, and like I said, I'm not immune from this either. Just ticking the boxes, what needs to be done, what's like the minimum that we can do to make us say like, okay, yeah, cool, we can check out now because yeah, we did that, we ticked the boxes of this. But it's like, did you give something your best? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you attack that project or that thing for your work or whatever it is? Did you actually give it your best? Or did you just tick the box of doing it? You know what I'm saying? And yet somehow we're just happy ticking the boxes in our culture, but it's like, if we tick the boxes, it's all good. Like we do what was supposed to be done of us, and then we can be done with it. But you know, I just feel like, what if there's these things and we're just ticking the boxes, yet we wonder why we're not getting results that we should. But is it because we're just ticking the boxes? You know, is it because we're not giving it everything? Is it because we're not doing more than just ticking the box? You tell me. Like I said, just some thought. I'm just sitting here with some thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And I feel, it's something I think we've all realized this year as well, is that with society and the structure of society, like, everything is really just held together by invisible lines. You know, nothing's actually real. Like, money isn't real, and all these things that we think are real, like that house over there, you know, that's someone else's house, right? Like, they're living in it, I can't go live in it. What if I just knocked on the door and it was open, and I went in and then sat on the couch and just, I was in their house and they tried to kick me out? But it's like, do I have every right to be here in this house that's on planet Earth, which I'm born on? And the only thing that makes it your house is that it's on, your name's on the lease on a piece of paper, you know what I'm saying? And that's an extreme example, I'd never go do that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, wow, we're really strung together by like these boundaries of, and I'm not saying like they're wrong or right, I'm just saying like, wow, like, and I think that's what we realized. We thought everything was so strong and structured until COVID first hit, and we did our first lockdowns this year. And it was funny, it was like, oh man, it's just funny because I was telling people we were going into lockdown weeks before we were, and people thought I was crazy. They're like, bro, this shit's overseas, what are you talking about? We're not, like, we'd never shut down all our businesses and stuff, that's crazy talk. And then all of a sudden we're in lockdown, everyone's like, holy shit, our structure of what we thought the working society and life has just stopped. And everyone was really freaked out at the time, and it was just a crazy time. And then on the flip side of that, coming out of all that stuff, it's like, you guys know where I stand on all this. Another thing, there is a difference between the video world and actual reality, no matter how organic something might look. This is something I've observed, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we just take what we see as like, it's just so real, or like it's just like accurate, or, but a lot of the time, you know, what you see through a camera or what you even see, it's not like what it would be like in person, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of stuff where it looks real sick and stuff through the way people film either like actions or stuff that's like happening. Reality is always different than the perspective of what's through a camera, I believe. I think we all know with photos and stuff, but videos, it's the same as well. Like, just something to think about. It's just something, I've just been writing down some thoughts. The last thing I want to talk about is another illusion of reality. And we're kind of coming back to, I just want to say, I feel like we're at a point right now where everyone's just exhausted. I feel like I'm feeling like there's just a bit of a low energy across the world at the moment. Everyone I know, I've been talking to a lot of people who are close to me, and I just feel like there's a couple, like a certain couple that are going against the odds, and they're fired up and everything, but the majority of people that I know in my lives right now, guys, are just exhausted. And I can see it everywhere. Like, when I run into people in the street, I talk to them, everyone I talk to is just saying, man, I'm just feeling exhausted. So if you're feeling exhausted, just know you're not alone right now. Including myself, guys. I'm feeling just very low energy, exhausted. I'm having to fight every day to be a bit excited about things at the moment. And again, like, for me, this has been just some delays, and all these Gymsties delays have screwed me, guys. We're like dropping stuff a week before Christmas. Who wants to do a clothing drop a week before Christmas? These were supposed to be done like 2 months ago, you know what I'm saying? And we're dropping, and that has been just a weird thing for me to deal with right now. But I'm trying not to complain, because there's people in worse positions than me, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least you've got all these things like your health and nice place to live and cats and stuff. But everyone has their own problems, you know what I mean? You might even look at somebody and think as fuck, they're killing it, like, because they make heaps of money or something, and their relationships with people that they really love and care about are fucked, and like they're getting broken up with, and you know, like everyone fucking goes through something, you know what I mean? And we all think, no, I'd trade my thing to have all the money in the world and be going through something like that with a partner or something like that. But would you really, you know what I mean? Like, would you? Like, you say you would. Or I'd trade this, what I have now, to just be in shape like you, Friesmer, and be like, have a sick physique or something like that, and then have this problem instead of this problem. Like, we all kind of like want what we can't have, but we're all going through stuff, eh? Yeah, I wanted to just end the video on my last illusion of reality. I feel like I could almost make a whole video on this one in its own. Would you guys like to see that? I might do that. This one's getting a bit long, but I don't know. Did you enjoy this? Drop a thumbs up if you did. It's, you know, it's just something I just wanted to upload here today, and just kind of share some observations and thoughts that I've been having. And you know, if you're watching this and you're struggling right now, just know that you're not alone. I know it's easy to just compare yourself to people you see, whether they're friends or like anything like social media or whatever. But often people make things look a lot better than they are, you know what I mean? There are, I'm not saying there's not people who are really killing it right now and doing well, because there's a lot of that as well. People have really done well off this year, surprisingly. Well, like I said, some people have gone to shit this year in terms of all their livelihoods, their businesses, and all this kind of stuff. But like I said, I just feel like there's a big disparity at the moment, but just know that you're not alone if you're struggling or you're just feeling a bit exhausted at the moment. It's okay, you know, it is okay, like everyone feels shit sometimes, you know. For some people, I'd say, you know, it helps for them to say, fuck it, I'm gonna set this goal and I'm gonna do everything I can to just get pumped the fuck up and go hard or do something, or like, but for other people, maybe, you know, you just need a rest, and you know, that's okay too. So there's no right or wrong in life, you know? And if there is, hey, you'll figure it out after the time and you'll fix it, isn't that what we always do with things in life? Anyway, drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the vid, and let me know if you want to see the next one, of which will be titled The Illusions of Reality. Or maybe this is The Illusions of Reality. Maybe this will be a part 2, but this one's something that I really want to talk about. Yeah, let me know.